Hello everyone. Today we will learn about nutrition in animals. As just different animals eat different kind of food, the manner in which food is taken is also different. Let's learn about different way of taking in food. We butterflies and hummingbirds suck the nectar from flower, while snake and frog swallow the food. Whale, ducks and flamingos are filter feeders. It means they obtain their food from seawater. Birds eat with beak. Mammals use teeth to chew. Now we will learn about digestion in human. The process by which the body converts useful substances in the food into simple usable substances is known as digestion. The organs of the human digestive system is mouth, esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine and large intestine. Now let us learn about the mouth and the vocal cavity. First is ingestion, the act of taking food is called ingestion. इंजेशन जो प्रोसेस है उसमें हम अपने जो मुंह में खाना लेते हैं, डाइजेशन का जो फर्स्ट प्रोसेस है वो हमारे माउथ से स्टार्ट होता है. तो जब हम माउथ में जो खाना अंदर लेते हैं, मुंह में डालते हैं, इस प्रोसेस को कहते हैं इंजेशन. The teeth break the food into small pieces in the mouth. The area between the teeth and cheeks is known as vocal cavity. Types of teeth. There are 4 types of teeth: incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Incisor teeth are also known as cutting teeth. The front 4 teeth on each jaw are flat and have a sharp edge. They are used to bite or cut food into small pieces. Canine or tearing teeth. Canine teeth are also known as tearing teeth. On both sides of the incisors on each jaw is a sharp pointed tooth called the canine. Canine are used to tear food. Premolar are known as grinding teeth. These are broad and flat teeth. They grind food and convert it into fine pieces. There are 2 premolar next to each canine. Molar teeth are also known as crushing and grinding teeth. The remaining teeth in the jaw are also broad and flat. The last 2 or 3 teeth on both sides of each jaw are the molar. These teeth are also used to crush and grind food. The digestion of carbohydrates present in the food begins in the mouth. The salivary gland secretes saliva. In the mouth, saliva contains a digestive juice called amylase. Amylase breaks down carbohydrate into sugar. The tongue helps in mixing the saliva with the food and pushes food into the esophagus or the food pipe. Now, what is esophagus? Esophagus is also known as food pipe. Esophagus is a muscular tube. It connects the mouth and the stomach. Food is pushed into the stomach by the wave-like muscular movement of esophagus. Now come to stomach. The stomach is a bag-like organ made of muscles. The wall of the stomach are lined with the membranes of mucosa. The mucosa secretes mucus which protect the inner lining of the stomach. Food is churned in the made into a paste in the stomach. The glands present in the inner wall of the stomach secrete gastric juice. This juice contains hydrochloric acid and pepsin. The hydrochloric acid acidifies food. If food has many microorganisms, hydrochloric acid kills them. Pepsin begins the digestion of protein. The action of the gastric juice and churning of the stomach changes food into a semi-digested food called chyme. The chyme leaves the stomach and enters the small intestine. Small intestine is a long and narrow coiled tube connected to the stomach. As the chyme enters the small intestine, bile from the gallbladder and pancreatic juice from the pancreas mix with the food. Bile is secreted by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. The bile juice helps in the digestion of fat. Pancreas is a large gland located just above the stomach. The pancreatic juice breaks down carbohydrates, protein and fat into simple substances. Starch present in the food such as potato, rice and wheat break down into glucose. Glucose is a kind of sugar. Protein present in the food items such as pulses, milk and fish are complex substances. They are broken into amino acids. Amino acids are building block of proteins. Similarly, fat present in the food item such as butter, oil, ghee, meat are complex substances. They break down into simple fatty acids. Digestion of food begins in the mouth and ends in the small intestine. Absorption and assimilation of food. The inner wall of the small intestines have finger-like projection called villi. These villi are richly supplied the blood vessels. All the simple substances that are obtained from the food pass into the blood present in the blood vessels. This process is called absorption. The blood carries these useful substances to each and every parts of the blood. The body uses these substances for its growth and maintenance. The absorption of digested food and its utilization by the body is known as assimilation. Now come to large intestine. The large intestine is broader and shorter than the small intestine. After all, the useful nutrients from the digestive food are absorbed into the blood in the small intestine. The remaining undigested food material passes into the large intestine. Most of the water and mineral present in the undigested food are absorbed by the large intestine. The remaining undigested portion of the food is discarded from the body through the anus. This process is known as assimilation. This process is known as ingestion. Digestion in grass-eating animals. Grass-eating animals have four-chamber stomach: rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abmosum. These herbivores eat quickly and store large amount of grass in the rumen. Rumen is the first chamber of ruminant. Ruminant means grass-eating animals. Where it's obtained, the ruminant contain millions of microorganisms. A large amount of saliva is also secreted in the rumens. The chewed food passes into the rumen, where microorganisms begin the digestion of the food. The animal now regurgitates on or bring the content of the rumen back into the mouth several times to chew on it. The food material is now called cud. The additional chewing food in breaking down the cellulose content further. The regurgitation and chewing of the food is called rumination, and the animal that does it is called ruminant. From the ruminant, the food passes through the other two chambers before it reaches the fourth chamber of the stomach. The hydrochloric acid and the gastric juice secreted in these chambers digest the proteins. The food can take as much as 80 hours to pass through the digestive system of the ruminants. How do living organisms obtain energy from digested food? In plant, the glucose produced during photosynthesis is transported to every part of the plant through the phloem tube. In animal, the blood carries glucose obtained from the digested food to every cell of the body. The glucose is broken down inside the cell is presence of the oxygen. During this process, the energy present in glucose is released along with carbon dioxide and water. Now come to nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic unicellular living thing. It lives in fresh water, puddles and ponds and feed mostly on remains of plants. It is interesting to note that even in such small organisms, the steps involved in obtaining nutrition are the same in higher animals. Means ingestion, they do ingestion, digestion, assimilation and ingestion. The amoeba senses of food particles move towards it and engulf it. This is called ingestion. A food vacuum that is formed around the engulfed food particles contains digestive juice. which break down the food particles into simple substance. This is called digestion. Then amoeba uses these substances. This is called assimilation. Then at the last, the undigested portion is removed from the body. It's called ingestion.